So hi, in this video I'm going to discuss the problem of Codeforces educational round 166. So this is the B problem of the contest, increase, decrease and copy. So we have given two integer arrays, A of length n and array B of length n plus 1. So we have given two arrays, first A and B, and A of length n and B of length n plus 1. Okay. We have given three operations, we can perform them any number of times. First operation is to choose any element of array A and increase its value by 1. Okay. And the second operation is to select any element of array A and decrease its value by 1. Okay. And the third operation is to select any element and then append it to the back of the element, back of the array, sorry. Okay. So these are the three operations what we can do. And our task is to calculate the minimum number of operation required to transform array A to B. So our task is what? We want to transform from A to B by using these three operations, and we need to output minimum number of operation required to do that task, right? First operation, increase value of any element by 1. Second is decrease by 1, and third is select and append back to the array. So basically these are the three operations. Okay. So if you can see this test case, first of all look, 2 1 and 3. Okay, first of all I want to transform from A to B. Here the number of elements is 1 and here it is n plus 1, basically 2. So suppose I want to make 2 equal to 1. How can I do that? Simply subtract 2 by 1. So one operation is required here. Second is to first of all I will insert it to back. Above 3 I will add 2, right? So one one operation here and two operations here, it will become 3. Okay, let me explain it more clearly here. So let's have this test case. First of all look, from 1 to 1 till n, there is by any chance I can minimize the number of operation? No, no. Why? First of all, look, from how can I convert 4 to 2? Simply subtract it by 2. Okay, it will be converted. How can I convert 2 to 1? Simply subtract it by 1. It will be converted. How can I complete 1 from? Sorry. How can I make 1 equal to 5? Simply add 4 into it, and 2 and 2 are already equal, so do nothing. And last one, here there is no element present, then only third operation I can do here, simply append, and then I will decide whatever to do, increase or decrease, right? So okay, I know from 1 to n it is simply clear that the difference, here difference is 2, here difference is 1, and here difference is 4, and here difference is 0. So the sum of the differences will be like number of operation required from 1 to n. How can I transfer from A to B, 1 to nth index, till 1 to nth index, right? And the n plus 1 would be, I will decide by inserting the, appending the values. Okay, so I will take it later. First of all, here the sum 2 1 plus 4, it will comes out to be 7, right? Now let's see the last case. Now here it is 3. Now think, how can I choose a suitable element for it? First of all, suppose if I directly add 4 here, it will take one operation. Now I will decrease 4 into 3. I will decrease 4 by 1. It will take one more operation, so it requires two operation. But can I do it more optimally? Yes. How can I do that? While converting 4 into 2, what I was doing is I was firstly subtracting 1 to it and making it 3, then I'm subtracting 1 to it, then making it 2. Okay, I'm doing that. So can I simply insert, or you can say append this 3 at the last while doing this at this time? Suppose I did that, so here it will be 3 and it requires only one operation. That is what appending only. And you know that 3 is equal to 3 means there is no additional operation required to do that. So at the end it will comes out to be what? Plus 1, and it the final answer for from 1 to n plus 1 is 8. Now you have to think how you will select the suitable option for the last element. As you, first of all look, 4 2 3, it was the case. I know that 3, I know that 3 is greater than 2 and is smaller than 4, means I know when a was going from 4 to 2, definitely 3 will come in between. So I am simply inserting it at that time. But suppose there was a case something like 4 3, and at that time my the last element was 10. So in that case I am going from 4 to 3, means I am subtracting it from 1, and the 10 is like greater than both of them, it is not coming in between. So in that case what would be my answer? In that case the difference between them, 10 minus 4, it will be 6, and difference between them, 10 minus 3, will be 7, and minimum of both I will select. This would be the optimal basically. Simply traverse from the whole array, and I will try to find the minimum difference, which is most closer to the last element basically. To make it more clear, let's say uh, so okay, I have to check these two conditions. Suppose let's say I have written it as x, basically n plus 1 element in B. I have written it x. Suppose I found from 1, while traversing from 1 to n, I found any like a of I and b of I, where x comes in the middle of it. Basically x comes out to be greater than ai, yeah, less than ai, and b of I comes out to be less, vice versa. So look, basically if I found any index where x is greater than ai and lesser than equal to b of I, so in that case would be 1, or या फिर x is greater than bi and lesser than ai, in that case it would be 1, ठीक है. So these are the two cases where the number of operation required would be 1, else it will be the minimum difference what I have explained here. Basically difference from distance from ai to the x, like 4 minus 10 it will be 6, and 3 minus 10 it will be 7. The minimum of them would be the answer basically suitable. To see the code of it, so here first of all I have took the input for the both the arrays a and b. I have named as x the last element basically, n plus 1th element of the vector v, right? I have initialized it with max, int max, because I want the initially I want to store the max integer value into the answer. Then I will keep on decreasing as soon as I found the minimum values. Right. First, I will check this case. If x is greater than bi of a, yeah, and it is less than ai, means it is founding somewhere in the middle of it. If I am getting in the middle, then it is the best case. In that case, I am initially giving 0. Okay, because in the loop I am only consider in the loop I am only considering the operation that are like plus 1 wala and minus 1 only, and at the last I am adding 1 for the appending operation, because it will be done only one time in the entire process, right? So here I am counting the operation that are like adding 1 to the element or subtracting 1 to the element, and at the last I am adding 1 here. It is because we know that only the operation will happen only one time, the pending operation basically, that is what I am adding here. So okay, first of all I have checked the condition. If this condition satisfies, in that case my answer would be 0, else I will try to find the minimum, basically minimum of what answer and minimum of difference between x minus a of I and x minus b of I. As soon as find the minimum, I will compare it with the answer if minimum answer already exists or not. If it exists, then I will simply, if it exists, then I don't do anything. If it doesn't exist, then I will like add. Okay, and at last I am adding. This is resolving the case from 1 to n. Basically, I am adding the value of a of I minus b of I to make it sum equal to, right. And at last I am printing from 1 to n how many operations is required, plus last element for the n plus 1th element how many operations required, plus 1 the operation for the insertion basically. This is what I am outputting here. I hope this would be clear to you all.